Hello, my crafty friends. It's me, Lisa, the DIY Diva, and oh my goodness, yes, I'm in the Pottery Barn. I love Pottery Barn. They have so many beautiful things, but their prices are a little bit out of my comfort zone. So today I'm going to show you some dupes and DIYs for Pottery Barn.
It all just goes away. The things I plan to say, oh baby.
I don't know if you've ever been into a Pottery Barn, but they have beautiful, beautiful things. Everything in Pottery Barn is beautiful, including all of the stuff for decorating your table for the holidays. But if you want to buy the things at Pottery Barn, well, get prepared to spend a lot of money. Like this cutting board is around $150. And this wheat stack is around $63. That's a lot of money. You can get some really fancy silverware for $200. And if you're looking for white dishes, they have them, but they're around $99. Now, if we were to buy just those items, it would cost $511. That is so much money. And that doesn't even include all of the little extras. Don't get me started on their furniture. But I've come up with some options that I wanted to share with you. These are some of the things, some of the decor pieces that I've been making, along with things that I've found at thrift stores and Dollar Tree. Like this little setup is from Dollar Tree. The whole thing, everything except the candles and the pumpkin, everything else came from Dollar Tree. And by getting a little bit creative, you can make some really nice decor for your home this holiday season, actually for any season. The one thing that I've learned with fall is you want to incorporate a lot of different textures. The texture is what's going to amplify your decor and really step it up a notch. The one thing about fall is the pillows. There's so many fun pillows. I love pillows. I love them so much. They're so cozy and comfortable. And again, you want to look for textures. And depending on what you're looking for, you can find pillows that really look similar to Pottery Barn, but you don't have to spend a lot of money. The same thing goes for your decorating accents, like pumpkins or candles. You can find a lot of these things on Amazon, at Hobby Lobby, or you can make them yourself. It doesn't have to be fancy. You can just incorporate things that you like, either by making them yourself or by finding more affordable alternatives. And of course, adding texture. And by adding different layers of texture to whatever it is that you're highlighting, it's going to make it look that much better. And for any of the projects in this video, I will be sure to leave links down below in case you want to check out how to make these things. And this is the first project that I wanted to share with you. This is from Dollar Tree. Well, it is from Dollar Tree, but I wanted to make it look like Pottery Barn so I could add it into my decorating. So I found these stacking pumpkins. They were $5. And first I gave the pumpkins a coat of primer paint. And then I took some wall texture. This is such an easy dupe. So you just put the wall texture onto the pumpkins. This is going to be the first level of texture adding to the pumpkins. It does take several coats of the texture, but they build up on each other. And this is what will give it kind of a stone appearance. And once all of the layers had dried, then I came back with a stone spray paint. Now I know you've seen this before. A lot of people have done this, but by doing the texture on these pumpkins first, I didn't have to use a lot of the stone spray paint. And the end result was exactly what I was looking for. I didn't want to add any flowers. I just wanted to keep it simple and have a textured stack of pumpkins in my living room. And because it's fall, I wanted to add some pumpkin art to my home. And this came from Hobby Lobby, and right now it's 50% off. It was like $20. Now, I also wanted to show you some things that you can add to your bedroom. Like these candles and even the mirrored tray. You can add different fall accents to your bedroom as well. I think it's really fun to incorporate fall and different cozy accents into my bedroom, like these pumpkin pillows. I found one at Hobby Lobby and I found one on Amazon, but I wanted to make one for myself too. So what I did was take a Dollar Tree pumpkin and then I took some fleece fabric and cut it down so that it would fit onto the Dollar Tree pumpkin. And I just cut pieces out, almost like a pie. Then I secured each of the pieces to the Dollar Tree pumpkin, one at a time. I worked my way all the way around the pumpkin until all of those cut out pieces of fleece were covering it. And to cover up the seams, I took smaller pieces of the fleece material and I just literally covered up the seams. Talk about easy. I think one of the reasons I liked doing this pumpkin was because there was no sewing involved. I'm not really a great seamstress, so gluing material together works best for me. And then I just wrapped some yarn around a stick that I found from my front yard, and then I hot glued it in place onto the top of my pumpkin. Isn't that adorable? I'm so happy with how this pumpkin turned out. It's definitely soft. No, it's not as big as one you would find at Pottery Barn, but it's an original and the texture works really well in my cozy bedroom. And another thing that you can do is add blankets with texture. I found both of these blankets on Amazon, even this one that looks like it's a fur coat. Well, it's a faux fur, and I got it for less than $20. If you were looking for something similar on Pottery Barn, it would be over $100 for a throw blanket. You can also add natural accents for lots of instant texture. And you don't have to get crazy, although sometimes I do like to get crazy when I'm decorating, especially for fall or even Christmas. But don't think about just your bedroom. No, you can actually add some fall accents to your bathroom as well. Like I found these flowers at Hobby Lobby, and I found this little votive candle at Dollar Tree. I added in some towels with different textures. And I added some textured rugs to the bathroom floor as well. Now, just like I showed you in the video with the different things that Hobby Lobby has, especially for your dining room, these are really nice things to add, especially for holidays or family gatherings or special occasions. But you don't have to do that. You don't have to spend a lot of money. And I want to show you a really fun tablescape that you can do for your holiday decorating this year. So I got a cheesecloth runner and then I got another textured runner from Amazon and I layered them together down the center of my table. So these two pieces are going to be the runner for the table. Next, I came back with some placemats. They're almost like chargers, but I wanted to find some that were like Pottery Barn. And again, these were from Amazon. And then I found a really nice set of dishes, and these are just white dishes, similar to the ones that they had on the Pottery Barn site for $100. Well, I got this set of dishes for 4 people for $12 at Walmart. That is such a great deal. And then I came back with some napkins that I got on Amazon and some napkin rings that I found at Hobby Lobby for about $3 for a set of 4. Then I added in some glassware that I got from the Dollar Tree. And I added in a few candles from Dollar Tree, and the candles themselves came from Amazon. Now I wanted to have a centerpiece on my table, but I didn't want to spend a lot of money. So I went to Hobby Lobby and I found this vase. It's not a vase, it's actually a candle holder. And then I added in some of the little, I don't know what these are, Orbeez, I have no idea. But what you do is you put them in water and then they grow huge. It does take about 6 hours for that process though. Next, I came back with some tape. This is just regular Scotch tape, and I put pieces of tape on top of the candle holder like a grid. This is so that I can put the flowers in those grid pieces and make it look like a fuller arrangement. Now these are the florals I'm going to be using. They're basically just leaves, and I got them at Hobby Lobby when they were 50% off. So they cost $4.50 for each one, and I did buy 4 of them. And then I cut each of the stems off so that I can place them individually into my candle holder or my vase. And then I just put each of the stems into the vase. And then I set it up on my table and just waited for the magic to happen with the little beads. And this is the magic. Look at that. Those beads sucked up all of the water, and now I have a beautiful floral arrangement on my table that I was able to make for less than $20. I also got some gold silverware, which is perfect for the holidays on Amazon, and this is pretty much my tablescape for Thanksgiving. I can change it out for Christmas, but I'm really happy with how this turned out, and it was very affordable to do. It may not be Pottery Barn, but I do really like how this turned out. And in keeping with my cozy pumpkin theme, I added in some Dollar Tree mugs along with some artwork. And I raised everything up by putting them on cutting boards. Speaking of cutting boards, look at this pumpkin cutting board I got at Hobby Lobby for less than $20. And this wheat stack, this wheat floral arrangement, I got this for $10 at Hobby Lobby. So I just saved a ton of money, and I got things that look very similar to Pottery Barn. But I wanted to add a pumpkin sign to my pumpkins, so I had a scrap piece of wood and I just painted it with some black acrylic paint. And when it was dry, I sanded off some of the paint because I want to make this sign look a little bit more distressed and older. Next, I gave it a light coat of Mod Podge and allowed it to dry. Once it was dry, I took some stencil material and I cut out the word pumpkins with my Cricut machine. And with the stencil material, it makes it so that you can stencil onto your project. Next, I took a sponge and used that as my paintbrush, and I just dabbed on some white acrylic paint onto my sign. And while the paint was still wet, I removed the stencil. Believe it or not, you'll have less mess ups if you remove the stencil from your project while the paint is still wet. And there's my pumpkin sign, and I've got some snacks and treats on my awesome pumpkin cutting board. I really like how the sign turned out, and I think it's a great accent in my kitchen to go along with all of the other cozy fall things that I have. And one thing that I really like to do in the fall is make bread. Well, like loaves of bread. And there's just something so yummy about banana bread. So I made some banana bread and added in some chocolate chips so I can add this to my little treat area. Look at how cute those loaves of banana chocolate chip bread are, and it's so good. Now, I found this plate at Hobby Lobby, and of course, now it's 50% off. So I just cut pieces and I put slices of my banana chocolate chip bread onto the plate. And now I have a nice treat for my family. Now, I wanted to make another sign that would go in my kitchen, so I took this sign that I got from Hobby Lobby and I gave it a coat of white paint. Once it was dry, I came back with some Mod Podge because I'm going to put a sticker on top of this, basically a vinyl sticker that I made with my Cricut machine. And once I had the vinyl on the transfer tape, then I just transferred it onto my sign. Signs like this are so much fun to make, and they are so easy to make if you have the tools to make them. I made these signs yesterday while I was decorating in my kitchen. I took a little bit of distressing ink and went around the edges as well as a little bit in the center of the sign. I added a little leaf from Hobby Lobby, and there it is. And now it's hanging in my kitchen. So there you have it. There are some Pottery Barn dupes and DIYs that you can do this weekend to cozy up your decor for fall. You can always find glassware and glass storage containers at Dollar Tree, and they really do look high-end. If you like this video, go ahead and click the subscribe button. Then click the bell notification so you'll get an alert when I have a new video coming out. And I will be so happy to have you as a subscriber. Now, I know this isn't craft related, but I had to share this with you. We got to see the Northern Lights in Colorado a couple of weeks ago, and it was so beautiful. I was just blown away. I've never seen anything like that, especially as far south as Colorado. But it was so pretty that I had to share it with you. Were you able to see the Northern Lights this last time they came around? Let me know in the comment section below, and I'm gonna go get started on my next video. So until next time, happy crafting!